Hi everyone, this is Divyansh from Div Online Classes, and today I am going to teach you the class 6 mathematics, and today's topic is decimals. So what will you learn in this topic? You will learn what is decimal, how we can represent decimal on a number line, how you can find the place value of decimals, how you can read the decimal, write the decimals, what is like decimal, what is unlike decimal, how we can compare decimals, two decimal numbers, and how we can order them, hmm, and how you can convert decimal into a fraction, and then fraction to a decimal, and then various mathematical operations on decimals like addition of two decimals, subtraction, multiplication, and then the division. Okay, so let's start now. Okay, so I think you must have seen, or you must have read about the athletics, right? So you must have seen that the 100-meter record for a man, right, is 9.58 second, and this record is done made by the Bolt, right? So let's say you must have seen like this numbers, right? 9.58 second, right? This is the record. Bolt has made this record that in 9.58 seconds he has completed 100-meter race. Okay. Now similarly, let's say you are going to market and then you have to purchase let's say we have 30 rupees per kg, right, is the, let's say 30 rupees per kg is the rate for the sugar, right? Rate uh, is 30 rupees per kg. Now you have to purchase, let's say 250 gram of sugar, right? 250 gram of sugar from the uh, shop owner. Then what you, how much money you have to pay for 250 gram? So 250 gram is basically the 1/4, right? So if you divide 30 divided by 4, then what will be 7.5, right? So you have to pay 7.5 rupees. What is 7.5? 7.5 is the kind of decimal. Okay. So what is the definition of the decimal? Decimals are the fractions. Okay. So if you see this is an example of fraction, right? So decimal are the fractions, okay, with having some denominator, and denominator generally have, if you will simplify this, then denominator will if you simplify the, I'll explain in the next topic. So denominator will be coming like 10, 100, thousands, right? So what is the definition of the decimal? Decimals are the fractions with denominator 10, 100, 1000, etc. Okay, for an example, let's say if I write 1 upon 10. So 1 upon 10 is an example of the decimal fraction. So what will be the value for this? 0.1. Similarly, if I write, let's say 9 upon 10. So what will be the value of this decimal fraction? Is 0.9. Okay. So decimal fraction or simply decimal. So you can convert this decimal to fraction like this, and then fraction to decimal like this. Okay. So this is the definition of the decimal. Okay. And what we call is this 1 upon 10 or 1/10. This is 9 upon 10th, or we can call it as 9/10. Okay. So this is an example of decimal fraction. Okay. So let's say, let me just erase this always. Okay. So our next topic is, I'll show you how you can convert easily a decimal fraction to a decimal. Okay. So for an example, let's say we have 1 upon 10. So whenever we divide any number by with 10, so we have to place the decimal in the we have to count the zeros over here. So there is 1 0, hence the decimal will go into the left hand direction. Okay, so we will write, simply we will write the numerator, and then decimal place will go into the left hand direction. Okay, so how many zeros we have? We have 1 0, so we have to place decimal over here. Okay, so now let's say if you have to if I say 1 by 100, and then you have to write the decimal for this. So for what we will do, we will first write the numerator, and then we have to count the zeros. Okay, 1 2, there are two zeros, hence the decimal, we have to place the decimal into this direction. And after how many places, because we are having two zeros, hence we have to count, this is 1, this is 2, and we have to place the decimal over here. Okay, similarly if you write 1 upon 1000, then first of all you have to write the denominator, and then how many after how many places we have to write the decimal? 3. There are three zeros, hence we have to write, so 1 2, we can put one more zero, we can put one more zero, and then here we can place the decimal. Okay, this is how you can convert a fraction into a decimal. Okay, I hope you got my point. Similarly, you can, instead of 1 you can put 2, instead of 1 you can put 3 4, whatever number you want to write, you can write. Okay, so now let's say let me just explain you the how we can write the what are the various place values. Okay, so let's say I have an example of, let's say 13. Okay, 13.123. Okay, so if we have, let's say we have simply 13, then how you can write, this is the unit place, and this is the unit place, and this is the 10th place. Similarly in 13.123, this is our unit place and this is our 10th place. Okay, now after the decimal this is 1, right? So what will be the place value for this? This will be called as 1/10. This will be called as 1/10. 1 upon 10. This place will be called as 1/10. This place will be called as 100, 1 upon 100, and similarly this place will be called as 1 upon 1000, 1000, 1 upon 1000. Okay, so this is our unit place, this is our tenth place, this is our 1/10th place, this is our 100th place, this is our 1000th place, 1 upon 1000th place. Okay, here how you can find the place value of a number. Okay, now for an example, our next topic is how we can represent the how we can represent the decimal number on a given number line. Okay, so on the given number line, let's say for an example we have one number line. Okay, and we have to represent some number. Okay, so this is our number line. Okay, it starts from 0. This is our 1 is the whole number, 2, and then the 3, and then this is our, let's say this is our 4. Now you have to represent 1.5. How you will represent this 1.5 on the given given number line? Okay, so we can see, okay, this is our 1, so 1 is the whole number. Okay, now after 1 we have to represent the 0.5. So how we can represent? So we have to divide this from 1 to 10 into 10 equal parts. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and then this is, let's say this is 9. So we have divided this into 10 equal parts. So this value is 0.1, this value is 0.2, this value is 0.3, right, this value is 0.4, and this value is 0.5. So what will be the, how you can represent the 1.5? 1.5 will be from here until here, right? So you can, this is our 1.5. Similarly, let's say you have to represent 1.4. So 1.4 is this one, right? So we have to, till this, from this point till this point will be 1.4. Okay, this is how you can represent the decimal on a number line. Okay, I hope you understood. Okay, so let's say I am giving you an example 23.07 or 23.07. So you have to write the place value for each. Okay, I explained you earlier. So 23 is the whole number and 0.07 is the decimal number. So for 23 you can write, because 2 is at the 10th place, so 2 into, what is the place value for this? 2 into 10. What is the place value of 3? 3 into 3 is at unit place, then it will be 3. Now what will be the value of 0? Place value of 0, this is at 1/10th place, right? And what is the what will be the value of 7 into, this is at 100th place. Okay, 7 into 1 upon 100. So 2 into 10, we have to add all these things, right? 20 plus 3 plus this is 0 plus 7 into 1 upon 100 means 7 upon 1 upon 7 upon 100, right? And what we can write, how we can convert this, when we as I explained earlier, when we divide any number via 100 or via 10 or via 1000, we have to see how many number of zeros are there. So first we have to write the numerator, and then we have to count. Okay, 2, after 2 decimal places we have to write, we have to write like this, and then we can write point. This is here we can write 0.07, because all these numbers are whole number and we don't have any point. So what we can do, we can add the point over here, 0 0 0 0 and 0 0. So if you will add this will come as 23.07. This is how you can find the place value of the any decimal. Okay. Now there is what generally the decimal, we have the what is the standard form, or what is the expanded form of the decimal. So let's say for an example we have 0.7. Okay, 0.7 will be called as the standard form of the decimal. What it will be called? Standard form. Okay. And what will be the expanded form? Expanded form means writing the given decimal as the sum of fractions with denominator 1 upon 10, 1 upon 100. So what will be the expanded form for this? 7 upon 10, right? How we can convert the decimal into fraction? So let me just remove this, and I'll show you the how we can convert the fraction into the decimal, and then the decimal into fraction. Okay, so for an example, let's say we have one decimal. We have one decimal, for an example, how you can convert the decimal into fraction and then the fraction into decimal. So we have an example of 0.8. This is the decimal. Okay, how you can convert this decimal into fraction? So what you have to do, first of all, this is 0.8, right? So first of all, just put this line, okay, and remove this decimal, right? Let's say I have removed this decimal, and just below the decimal you have to write 1. What you have to write? 1. Okay, and now after decimal you have to count how many digits are there. So there is only one digit, 8, so we have to put only 1 0. Okay, now there is another example. Let's say I have 0.75. Okay, and I say we have to convert the decimal into the fraction. So how, what we can do, we have to remove this decimal, and in place of decimal what you have to write, you have to write 1, and then you have to count how many digits are there. 1 2, 2 digits are there, hence we have to place 2 zeros. So we have converted from 0.8 to fraction. What will be the fraction? 8 upon 10. Similarly, 0.75, what will be the fraction? 75 upon 100. 0.8 will be called as the standard form of the decimal, but 8 upon 10 will be known as expanded form of the decimal. Similarly, 0.75 will be called as standard form of the decimal, and the 75 upon 100 will be called as the expanded form of the decimal. Okay, so this is the, I have already explained you what is a decimal. Okay, how you can represent the decimal on a number line, how you can find the place values for the decimal, how you can, what is the standard form of the decimal, what is the expanded form of the decimal, how you can convert a decimal into a fraction. And now I have to show you how we can convert this uh, fraction into a decimal. Okay, for example, I have already told you, but let me just tell you again. So let's say we have 3 upon 100. This is our fraction, and we have to convert this fraction into a decimal. How you will convert this fraction into decimal? So as I have already told you, right? You have to first write the denominator. Okay. What is the numerator? Is 3. You have to write the numerator over here, and then you have to count the zeros. Okay, how many zeros are there? There is only one zero. So where, and the you already know the rule is the decimal place will come into this direction, into left hand direction. Okay, so after how many places you have to write the decimal? Because there is only one zero, hence we have to write the decimal after one place. So we already have 3, we can write over here decimal. So what will be the, how we can, this is our fraction. Now we have converted this fraction into the decimal. Similarly, let's say you have 3 upon 100, then how you will convert this fraction into a decimal? So first you have to write the numerator, right? And then how you have to count the zero. How many zeros are there? There are two zeros, and we have to place the decimal into this direction, left hand side direction. And after how many places? 2, but there is only one place. So what we can do, we can add one zero over here, and then we can place the decimal. Okay, this is how we have converted 3 upon 100 into a decimal, fraction into a decimal. This is how you can convert the fraction into the decimal. Okay, and I already told you this is how you can convert the decimal into fraction, this is how you can convert fraction into decimal. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now our next topic is what is like fraction and what is unlike fraction. What is like fraction and what is unlike fraction? Okay, so for an example, we are having two example. Let's say I have written uh, 0.58. Okay, 0.02. We have separate decimals. Okay, 0.02, and then we have written 1 2.25. Okay, this is an example of the like fraction. This is an example of the like like decimals. Okay, why we are saying this is an example of like decimal? Because after the decimal, in every decimal we are having two places. Okay, two digits are here, two digits are here, and two digits are here. After the decimal we are having the similar digits, similar number of digits in each decimal. So hence this all these are the example of the like decimal. What is unlike decimal? Let's say I am saying I am having 0.9, then there is another 0.02, then there is another 0.125. Now here after decimal we are having 1 digit, here after decimal we are having 2 digit, here after decimal we are having 3 digit. So this is an example of unlike decimal. This is an example of unlike decimal. Now how you will convert these unlike decimals to the like decimals? So what you can do, you have to find out first of all maximum how many numbers are there after the decimal. There are three numbers, right? 1 2 5. So what you can do, for each decimal I can write like this: zero point 0.9, and three digits we have to convert. We have to convert this 0 0.9 into 3. We can put two zeros over here, right? 0.9000. Okay. Now for 0.02, how we can write 0.02, and we can add one more zero. Similarly, we have to write 0.125. Now what we have done, we have converted this unlike decimal to like decimal. Okay, this is how you can convert this unlike decimal to like decimal. Okay, got this point? So 0.9 and 0.900, okay, both are having the both are same. Okay, so similarly 0.02 and 0.020, we can add any number of zero after the to convert the unlike decimal to like decimal. Okay, so value will remain same. Okay, so this is an example of how you can convert the unlike decimal to like decimals. Okay, you got the concept. Now we have to let's say I have given you two decimals, okay, and you have to find out which decimal is greater than the other decimal. How you will compare, right? How you will compare, and let's say you have to write, I will give some example. You have to write those into the given certain order, ascending order or descending order, right? So how for an example, I am giving you an example. Let's say I am having two decimals. You have to you have to tell me which one is greater than. Okay, now for an example, one decimal I am having 69.37. Okay, and another decimal is 75.12. Now which, how you have to calculate which decimal is greater than. Okay, so first what we will do, first we will uh, sorry, this is point. Okay, 75.12. So we will compare, first we will compare these values, all the left hand side values from the decimal. Okay, in this we are clearly seeing that 75 is greater than 69, obviously, then this is greater. Okay, because 75 is greater than 69. Now there is another example. Let's say we have another fraction 24.89. Okay, and then 24.61. 24.61. How you will compare in this? Because this 24 and 24, these are same, right? 24 and 24 are same. Now we have to see in this 0.89 and 0.61, which one is greater than. Okay, so for what we will do, we will compare this digit. So 8 is greater than 6. 8 is greater than 6. It means that this decimal is greater than this one, right? Right. Now similarly I have 1.205 and another is 1.207. So how we will compare? Okay, this is same, one is same, one is same, two is same, two is same, zero is same, zero is same, 5 and 7. Okay, so 5 is obviously less than 7, right? So it means this decimal is less than this decimal, right? I hope you got my point. This is how you can compare two decimals. Okay, you can easily find out which decimal is greater, which decimal is lesser than the other decimal. Now for an example, I am giving you some decimals and I can ask you to arrange those decimal into the ascending order. Okay, for an example, I have one decimal 5.426, another decimal is 5.7, another decimal is 5.43, another is 6.001, 6.001. Okay, first of all what you have to do, all these are unlike decimals, you have to convert these into the like decimal. How you will convert? So after the decimal, here we are having three places, after the decimal we are having only one place, after the decimal we have two place. Okay, and this is our three place. So what we can do, we can convert this. Here we can add 20, here we can add 10. Now this is our we have converted this unlike decimal into the like decimal. Now next task is we have to compare, right? Because we have to write this in ascending order. So how you can write, what is the ascending order? Hmm? Or descending order? Ascending order is basically increasing the number 1 2 3 4. This is our ascending, and descending 10 9 8. This is our descending order. So how in the ascending order we have to write first we have to write very small number. What is very small number? Very small number, if we compare this, let's say 555 and 6. Okay, so 6, this it means that this is our the biggest number, so we can write this number into the very last. Okay, now 474, so obviously 474, this is 0 after the decimal. If I say, so what will be the number after 4 point? This is our, so which will be the lowest number? Lowest number will be uh, this is greater, 4 and 4. Now 2 and 3, 3 is greater, lesser is 4.426, right? So this will be our very lower number, this will be our next lower number, this will be our next lower number, biggest number is this. Okay, so how you can write 5.426? First this will be at your number one place, 5.426, and here what you can write? Now let me just remove this. What will be the next number? Next number will be 5.430. What will be the next number? 5.700, right? And what will be the next number? 6.001. Okay, this is how you can compare the number and you can arrange those decimal number into the ascending order. Okay, and I have already explained. Now I'll solve some of the examples. I have already explained you with the definition, but I'll let me just solve some of the examples from the various topics, so that you will be able to understand this in bit more exercise. Another topic is basically how you can um, there are various mathematical operations, how you can perform, right? How you can perform the various mathematical operations. For an example, I will let me just take one example. Okay, so for division I have okay, let me just give an example of, I will take an example of 0.2 and then 0.2. Okay, so first, so okay, let me just do this. I'll from one example I want to teach you everything, subtraction and division, multiplication, everything. Okay, so let's say we have first number is 0.5 and our second number is 0.2. Okay, so let's say I want to add this. So what we can do, simply 5 to 7, and then we can place point over here. This answer will be the 0.7. Now I want to do, let's say, instead of plus I want to do minus. Okay, so what you can do, 5 minus 2 equal to 3, and you can place point over here. Answer will be 0.3. This is our subtraction. This is how you can do the subtraction. Now let's say you want to do the multiplication of 0.5 into 0.2. So 5 to the 10. Okay, now here in multiplication you have to see after how many places you have to put the decimal. Okay, so in 0.5, right, here is one we have to count the digit, right? We have one place, here also we have one digit, here one digit, here one digit. So you have to count, and then you have to add the digit 1 2. You have to place the decimal after two places. Okay, so where you can put the decimal after two places. This is an example of the multiplication. Now let's say division, how you can perform the division, right? Division, let's say you have 1.6 and you have to divide this by 0.2. So what you can do, you can remove this point from this point, right? And 2 3 ja 6, so answer will be 3. Okay, this is how you can do the division. Now let me just take some few complex example. This is very simple example, right? Okay, one example, let me just solve you, and then you can obviously try by yourself, and you can just let me know in case of any question, right? For an example, you have to add 4 plus 9 upon 1000. Okay, how will you add this? This is our whole number, this is our fraction. So what you can do is, first of all, from fraction you have to convert this fraction into the decimal. So how will you convert this 9 upon 1000 equal, what will be the equivalent decimal for this? So you can write 4 plus 9 upon 1000. You have to convert, you have to, first of all, I just told you, right, you have to write the numerator, and then you have to count the number of zeros, 1 2 3. You have to place the decimal after three places. Okay, so 0.009. Okay, now you can add, but how you will add the decimal number into a whole number, because all these are the unlike decimal, right? We have to convert this unlike decimal into the like decimal first. So what you can write, because in this we do not any decimal, so you can put one decimal, and how many zeros you can add? 3 zeros. Why we are doing this? Because these two terms are an example of unlike decimal. We have to convert this unlike decimal into the like decimal. This is, now we have converted this unlike decimal into the like decimal. Now we can easily add, right? This is, now when we will add this, so what will be the answer? 4.009. This will be your answer. This is how you can solve the various example. Another thing which I want to just show you is that, as I mentioned earlier, any number, if you divide any number by 100, right, then the, let's say this is r1 upon 100, right? So here the decimal you have to write the numerator, and then you have to count, and you have to place the decimal into this direction. Decimal goes into left hand side direction, right? You have to count the similarly, let's say I have 0.1 and you want to multiply by 10. You have to multiply by 10. So what you can do is 10 1 ja 10, right? And you have to count how many, after how many places this decimal. So right, so one place is there, right? So after one place you can put the decimal, right? So what will be the answer? 1.0. Similarly, 0.1 into, sorry, 0.01 into 100 into 10. So what, 10 1 is 10, right? And after how many places you have to write the decimal? 0 1, two places are there, so you have to write 0 2 decimal, and then you have to write the decimal. Okay, now let's say I can say there is an example. You have to express this 1 upon 2 as a decimal. So how will you express this as a decimal? 1 upon 2? So one, this is the fraction, right? So what you have to do, you have to, it means the fraction means you have to divide this 1 by 2. Okay, so 2 and 1, right? We cannot divide 2 by 1. So what we can do, you can put one decimal and place 1 0 over here. Now 2 5 ja 10, right? 10, and there is nothing remaining. So what will be the, you can convert this 1.2 into, what will be the equivalent decimal for this? 0.5. Okay, now similarly, let's say we have 1.5. This is the decimal. Just want to I just want to say that convert this decimal into the fraction. So how will you convert? Yeah, as I just mentioned, as I mentioned earlier, you have to remove this decimal and put, instead of decimal you have to put 1, and you have to count the digit number. How many digits are there? 1. So you can put 1 0. This is 5 upon 10. 5 1 ja 5, 5 2 ja 10. What will be the equivalent fraction? 1 upon 2. So what I have done, I have converted this fraction into decimal, right? And then from this decimal, I converted this decimal to the fraction again. So 1 by 2, right? The complete answer will remain same always. Now you can do all this exercise by yourself, and in case of any question, please comment me out in the comment section, and I will definitely get back to you. Thank you very much.